Hi, my name is Erin MacIntosh.
And I'm Liz Sweeney.
And we are students from the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, studying abroad at Gusto Lab International Food Systems and Sustainability in Rome, Italy.
This video was created for our Food and Media course. The main purpose of this video is to emphasize the importance of creating sustainable cities and communities in order for humanity to flourish.
Cities act as a centralized metropolitan space for human development, where the general public is encouraged to advance both socially and economically. This sustainable development goal recognizes the potential held within our cities and communities and asks society as a whole to take advantage of the opportunities for universal growth that lie within our urban environments.
Though it may sound simple, the factors that attribute to building sustainable communities in our modern age create some significant roadblocks. Challenges including congestion, shortage of housing and accessible resources, and unstable infrastructure continue to make progression difficult.
With one half of humanity occupying our cities today, our urban environments are supporting just over 3.5 billion people. If this number sounds surprising to you, you may be shocked to hear that by year 2030, an anticipated 5 billion people will reside in cities around the world. This drastic increase in population density draws public attention to the impending problem of creating strong foundations for prosperous cities.
To put this growth into perspective, one should note that cities and urban space occupy 3% of the Earth's land. Though this number is just a small fraction of humanity, individuals in this demographic account for a substantial portion of the world's energy consumption. Just how much you think this might be? If you guessed about 50%, you're almost there. Our cities account for about 80% of the world's energy consumption and 75% of our emissions.
With that being said, there's a quite powerful correlation between urbanization and economic growth. Around the world, towns and cities are responsible for over 80% of gross national product. While urban poverty is growing around the world, this is largely because many people, including the poor, are moving to urban areas. The opportunities extend beyond just jobs, and cities also offer great opportunities for social mobilization as women's empowerment. Many young people, especially women, move to cities as an opportunity to escape traditional patriarchy traditions and experience a new form of freedom.
Not only are people flocking towards cities to experience freedom and justice, but also because urban areas offer greater access to education and health services. This includes sexual and reproductive health, which further promotes women's empowerment and the realization of their reproductive rights. This contributes significantly to reduced fertility in urban areas, which changes the trajectory of overall population growth as well. Much of the world's population growth is taking place in Africa and Asia, which creates an enormous opportunity for sustainability, but only if the right policies are put into place. Urban living has the potential to use resources more efficiently, create more sustainable land use, and protect the biodiversity of natural ecosystems.
If these numbers put you at unrest, you are not alone. This is why it is so essential for society today to acknowledge these disparities and work to diminish them for the betterment of our future. A variety of goals must be accomplished in order to further the development of achieving this SDG. We will break down a few of these targets in order to thoroughly communicate what must be achieved before our efforts make a significant impact.
One target of creating sustainable cities and communities lies in establishing accessible public transit for all walks of life. This requires a focus on building inclusivity, especially regarding women, children, the elderly, and people with disabilities. In providing affordable and safe transport, we're essentially rebuilding an infrastructure that was originally designed to accommodate a population much smaller than that of reality. In providing affordable and safe transport, we're essentially rebuilding an infrastructure that was originally instituted to accommodate a population much smaller than that of reality. Through accomplishing this target, we are essentially allowing those in more vulnerable positions to feel safe and at ease in day-to-day life.
Another target lies in creating public green spaces that are universally accessible regardless of demographic status. As the eternal city, Rome prides itself on the successful preservation techniques used for hundreds of years that have allowed the city to develop into the free walking museum that it is today. In fact, the ancient Romans were able to develop an irrigation system that is still intact today. Using examples of proficient civilizations like that of ancient Rome may be used as inspiration in the modern world for what a sustainable foundation may look like. Moving forward, the use of present raw materials and recycled materials would be essentially killing two birds with one stone.
Removal.